This show features adult content and an additional content warning in the show notes. Howdy folks, Caleb here, your host and game marshal. Let's see, we're doing a giveaway on our other show, Omen's Call. If you go leave us a 5-star review for that on iTunes, we're going to randomly select 5 winners on November 25th to receive a dice set and a note written by one of the characters from the show. Sounds Like Crows is played using the Savage World system and the Deadlands The Weird West setting by the Pinnacle Entertainment Group at peginc.com. All music in this episode is provided by myself, Rudy Zuniga, Levi Rojas, and James Quinn. Thanks to our illustrious patrons, James Quinn, Hey, William Stepbro, Wade Bernier, and the wonderful and magnificent Jonathan Turner, Aaron Blackston, Jared, Kyle Neese, Ariel Weiss, Suzanne Hagen, and Greg Gray. Thank you so much. With all that out of the way, welcome back to the Weird West.
Thaddeus standing there with his left hand outstretched. He's got that cursed ace in his hands and some hate in his eyes. Abel sort of lifts off of the ground, and Thaddeus takes a couple of big strides and lays him out with a pretty big haymaker.
All right, I think I'm going to jump in between this and try and separate Thaddeus, right?
Great.
And I'm hoping I'm getting some help.
How do you guys feel if I deal initiative?
Go for it.
Harper, you redraw under 5s?
Yeah.
Thaddeus, you get to go first unless somebody wants to spend a Benny to beat your Jack of Spades.
It makes sense, right?
Absolutely. You, faster than anyone can blink, Thaddeus. He's pulled across the ground towards you, grabbing him and fucking haymakering him. So let's...
Is that his first turn? That's the 2 actions right there.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, concentration,
yeah.
bitch. Dude's dead.
This is for recasting telekinesis.
Great.
I guess in that time that he was working on the console, he dropped the remains of Mondragon, and was the last spell he used. He's
Okay,
comfortable
well,
with it
hold on. If you fail this, then everything that just happened doesn't happen, right?
True. But it happens
6
for
blows
sure.
up.
Okay.
That's a 9, so it's a 7.
Easy.
And then fighting roll, yeah?
Yep.
That's a D8.
I think just 4. That's a 3, yeah? Didn't hit.
That's all right. I mean, at that point,
you're not doing damage.
He swings for him, but he doesn't realize how fast he's pulling Abel towards him, and so it sort of just locks him up into a grapple. And then I think he's gonna try to redirect him and thrust him against. Do we have like?
Yeah, let me redescribe this. You guys are down in a recessed well that's like 4 to 8 feet above the like catwalk that you came from the floor above you. So yeah, there are metal walls with pipes running along them and like panels and stuff. You can slam him against one of these. And as you do that, we get a shot of like you slamming it, and then like your darkened, angry face, and above you is that green lightning ever present flashing above you.
Yeah, and he's still dripping sweat. His hair now is all in his face. Probably got some spittle in his beard at this point. Frothing at the mouth mad.
Ellis, it's your turn.
How far? 15 feet?
Yeah, you can make it there in
Easy.
one turn, yeah.
Ellis clenches both of his fists. As he's running in, he's just going to yell to Thaddeus, "You better fucking explain yourself right now, Thaddeus."
So Thaddeus has got him up against the piping here. This son of a bitch has been lying for 20 years, Hillis. This slimy fucking bastard.
Wait, what are you so fucking pissed about, Thaddeus? You better drop him right now.
He's been calling me a huckster.
You're gonna kill him.
No, I'm not gonna kill him. He needs to wake up. He's got answers.
Ellis, you see Thaddeus slam him again into the metal wall.
All right, I guess I'll make a fighting roll. I didn't think I was gonna have to do this
Okay.
today.
Okay, great. Sorry, man.
I don't know how Caleb was like, yeah, guys, you're not gonna need any dice.
How do you guys want to rule this? Do you want me to look up grapple rules? Are we okay if the fighting roll means that you're pulling Thaddeus and preventing you from doing Abel? Do you need more rolls than that?
I mean, I think that one sounds the best as far
Yeah.
as what Ellis is capable of doing.
Oh, what am I gonna do?
Well, I'm asking you, do you want to go full ham and start attacking him, or do you want to make some sort of roll to pull him off of Abel and keep him off Abel?
Jeez.
Because I think, just to make the choice interesting, it's you can have a whole bunch of attacks and probably disable him, right?
But then he's gonna be
Now you got two
basically
brothers down.
out cold for a while.
Right.
And
yeah.
the idea that you literally just beat the shit
Right.
out of your brother.
But it's probably an opposed fighting roll, and he has a fucking D8 Thaddeus has.
Here's the thing. In this situation, I think that Ellis is not going to try to separate him for a couple of reasons. Number one, he doesn't want to injure Abel further, and trying to rip him off of Thaddeus might do that. Number two, just like I've never seen Abel in this state, I don't think I've really seen Thaddeus in this state. And I think that I'm so sick and tired of this whole situation at this point. I think I'm just going to try and clock him.
Great. Get a Benny for that decision. Here you go.
Well,
Hopefully
for
they got
what
the
it's
medic
worth,
on board.
That's your parry.
my parry, I don't have my spear with me, so it's fighting +2. That's
Have fighting +2.
Yeah, 6.
All right, I guess I'm just going to do my right fist frenzy.
Great. And this will be doing like fatigue damage to him, right?
Pretty
yes.
please.
Yes. I'm not going to try and kill him.
You're gonna punch me in the temple.
Not good.
Ooh,
Not good.
Well, you got that Benny.
You gonna Benny to hit me?
Well, I hit you with one. I hit you with one there. I got that extra Benny that you just gave me, so I may as well toss that in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
Wow.
There it
All
is.
right.
Okay.
So one hit with the raise, one regular hit.
Roll some damage.
So hit with the raise first.
My
Yep.
toughness is 6.
17, 18, 19, +1. I didn't do a wild attack.
So 20.
20.
3 raises. So you're incapacitated unless you want to soak. You got one
I
Benny.
do have this Benny to soak, so
Yep,
go ahead and do that.
Oh, he's
Okay.
resisting.
So you only take 2 levels of fatigue instead of becoming incapacitated. Ellis, let's see the second one.
All right.
I mean, can I interrupt him? Because I think
I don't think Ellis has time to react to
I don't
this.
think so
This is
either.
a 1-2
I think
punch,
this is
dude.
literally
Do your damage.
like
Do your
Ellis does
damage.
freaking
All right.
punches.
Sorry, dude.
Sorry,
What's
Marshall.
your toughness?
6.
He's already shaken.
You already shaken? You have no bennies?
Yep.
All right. Well, that's only 8. So
That's it.
that would be enough.
Lights out.
You said it, and then pop, pop.
You still have your clothing
Since
thing.
you're going unconscious, do you want to describe how you fall and how Abel falls?
Yeah, I think as the first hit to the side of Thaddeus' head comes, he lowers Abel a little bit as if he's about to respond, and then he catches the next one in his eye, and his head snaps back, and you just sort of see a dazed look on his face as he flat falls backwards. The loud clang against the floor.
Ellis, you catch Abel, I assume?
If you let me, yeah.
I mean, I could catch him because I'm right there too. I would
You're-
be next. Yeah.
You're rushing
So
over.
Yeah, I'm rushing as long.
Harper runs in and grabs him before he hits the ground.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then, yeah, I guess we're out of combat at this point.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's what you think. Ellis turns.
So how does incapacity work when it's just fatigue, right? How long am I out for?
You cannot perform actions and you may be unconscious. It's my call. So you'll wake up when it's dramatically appropriate. But for right now, you're knocked the fuck out.
Jesus Christ, can we not do this for 2 fucking
What
seconds?
the hell was that about?
I don't fucking know.
I mean, Abel's definitely been doing some funky shit. I'll tell you
but
that much.
That was fucking not the time and place for this shit.
No, it's Thaddeus, though. Come on, he's not thinking.
Where's that fucking medic? Where'd you send that guy?
I don't know. I just sent him off.
Didn't y'all kill everybody in this fucking ship?
Well, they killed a lot of people, but I'm sure there's a shitload
What do you
more.
mean, you all?
You and Abel, you went upstairs and killed everybody in the fucking ship, didn't you?
I mean, we found everybody that we found in those rooms, sure, but I mean, there's other rooms where there could be people, right?
And
I
hopefully
don't
the
know.
doctor's
I
not
don't know the
sleeping with
fucking
them.
layout.
God, I can't feel a pulse. I can't. I don't know if he's alive.
Should one of us go out there and look?
Well, where the hell are we going to do? We don't even know what the doctor even looks like.
What's
Stay
Spanish
here.
for doctor?
Medica? I don't know.
So if you wanted to try to heal Abel, I just looked up the rule. You only can make a roll once, but everyone could attempt a healing roll once. The only downside to that is if you roll a critical failure, Abel gets another wound.
Can we still subtract wound penalties in this, or did that change? Like their wound penalties?
I don't think you do that anymore. You just roll yours.
That's pretty good.
Well, all of us are terrible at it, so we'd be rolling a D4 with a D6.
We bring it
D4
up.
-2.
Should we bring this up? Go
But
and do this.
I'm saying that we're increasing the odds of getting a snake eyes.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if we should try.
We'll wait for the guy to come back.
It's a long time to heal wounds if
can
you
I
don't
ask
get
Wei?
any in the golden hour.
What do you want to ask, Way?
So I come on, can any of you guys do something about this? Come on.
I might hurt him worse. I don't know.
I can maybe carterize him. I got this shit.
No,
and he
absolutely
points to his
fucking not.
arm.
Ellis just kind of looks over his shoulder. You got any tricks up your sleeve on this one?
Way is putting each one of his whole fingers into his mouth and very slow pulling it out, removing this imaginary blood on his fingers with a smile on his face. Oh, baby, I've never been too good at healing people, just the other way around. And baby, come on, not right now.
Yeah, Ellis doesn't even respond. He just looks back to Abel on the ground.
It's all right. The doctor's going to be here soon.
We don't know if there's a doctor, Lucky.
Well, what the fuck do you want to do,
They've got to have a doctor.
We don't know who's on the ship.
I mean, they're soldiers. They got to have a medic.
They could have been stationed on the fucking base on the island.
Just relax, all right? Just
Relax.
take a chill.
He's fucking dying right here.
Yeah, and you freaking out isn't going to help anything, so shut the hell up, Harper.
So what do we do?
We're waiting for the doctor. We're going to apply pressure, and we're going to wait about a minute or so, and if nothing happens, then we'll start doing shit, okay?
Okay.
Okay?
God damn it. Harper stands up and
I'll
kind
just
of
keep putting pressure on it.
Yeah, there you go.
puts his hands on his head and is kind of trying not to panic.
You're the strongest, so put as much pressure
I
in
don't
there as
even know
possible.
what I'm doing here.
Be fucking careful.
It's something, I don't know.
I'll be careful.
You hear the clanking of boots on metal. Somewhere from within the pit, some connection to the other parts of the airship. A few people are coming your way through the airship.
Thank God, they're coming.
Hopefully they're coming unarmed.
Oh,
Harper
come
pulls
on.
his pistol as he hears people coming.
They've seen what we can do. They're not going to be trying to start shit now.
The one man Lucky sent off to seek aid, and 2 other people come into the room, all of them looking as scared as the Crow boys are. One of them, an officer, a man in his early 20s, has his face covered in sweat. He's holding a handgun at his side, but kind of just loosely pointing it in your vague direction, his eyes darting between all of you as he stands in the entrance. And running in front of him are the person you sent away, Lucky, followed closely by a man with a bag slung over his shoulder, tan uniform, face also covered in sweat. The man you sent away, Lucky, points to Abel, and the man pulls the bag over his shoulder as he looks up with fear in his eyes at the 3 of you. And when he sees Ellis, he's going to make a fear roll.
Does it help that Ellis is trying to kind of not look at them?
I'll give him a +1. Alternatively, you could make some sort of roll to calm him down instead of him making this fear roll. Like you could make a roll to socially set him at ease, but I'm not sure Ellis is capable of doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Okay. I mean, I'll spend a Benny for you guys. Can't spend 2 bennies. I'm going to roll on the fear table.
Oh, no.
He's panicked. He drops his bag and starts running back down the hallway.
Can
the
I
man with
grab
the
him?
gun. You could run after him, certainly. Yeah.
Oof, you
As he
don't
gets
run
up to
after
run,
him.
just like
Yeah.
grab his arm. Can
So,
I do that?
yeah, he didn't get that
Oh,
close.
he didn't even get that close?
No, he didn't get that
I
close.
was picturing that differently.
No, sorry. I think he got barely past the guy at the door, got locked in fear, even as you pulled away, and then he just drops his
Well,
bag
hang on
and
here.
takes
What
off
spooked
running.
him?
You.
Yeah, but
your
like-
existence.
You were covered in blood, remember?
Yeah,
But
we.
I like if my back was turned to him, for example. Like I heard him coming, so I could have turned my back to him. Oh wait, and then you can also see Mondragon too.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's all those soldiers too. I forget about them. The guys that died of heart attacks, and then the guy that got bayoneted.
yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah.
And I see that
Yeah.
the other guy's head got smashed.
Yeah, and you're wondering why.
Yeah, I kind of forgot
Harper
about
and
all
Lucky
that.
are
Yeah.
mad.
Whoops.
Here's what we see. We get a close-up shot of his eyes, his face covered in a ludicrous amount of sweat. A bead of sweat drops off his nose and we follow it as it splashes on the metal floor. His eyes dart down to Mondragon's ruined mess of a body. Cut to you turned away, one hand at your left-hand side, and we follow another drop. A drop of red blood as it falls off, the crimson splashing onto the metal, and that's enough for him, and he just takes off running.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Lucky throws a bandana to
I
Ellis.
think Ellis puts his hands up in the air.
The guy with the revolver at his side is also going to make a fear roll. He's going to fail. Shaken. So he's just shaking, paralyzed with fear in the doorway. Do either of you want to stop the doctor as he runs away? He has left a medical kit, so you can use that and overcome the -1 penalty in addition to being untrained that you would receive for trying to heal Abel without such a kit.
I think at the moment Harper is locking eyes with this other guy who's frozen in the doorway. He sees that pistol at his side. He's seen people do some crazy shit out of fear, and I think they're just having a moment where it's almost a stare off, trying to figure out are you gonna if you point that thing at me, I'm gonna kill you.
Make an intimidation roll. This is just if he's going to drop his gun or not.
I mean, no.
He's not going to drop his gun, man, unless you want to Benny it. You lock eyes, and there's just a moment of him gripping his gun tighter, staring at all of you.
Lucky sprints right past both of them after the doctor.
Ellis is just slowly making his way over to his mask with his hands in the air. He knows knows Spanish, but he knows the word friend, I think.
Sure.
Amigo. So he's probably just doing his best to look unintimidating. Just
Covered in
trying
blood.
to wipe the blood off of his face in a futile effort.
Yeah.
And making his way towards his golden mask that's laying on the ground.
That does
15 feet away.
nothing but make it worse. I mean, there's a man covered in blood, yellow skin covered in red. Parts of you are falling off from time to time, you know?
Is the other soldier there?
Yeah.
Hey, can you translate for us?
See, yeah.
Just tell him we mean him no harm. We just need our brother to get fixed up here.
He starts to tell that to the officer as Lucky runs after the medic. Lucky, we're just going to do a post agility roll, man.
Lucky's fast.
He's got a D8. He's a veteran soldier.
Can you just imagine this poor doctor guy? He's been walking through the ship, and at some point he came onto the path that Ellis and Abel left behind.
Yeah.
There's just dead bodies everywhere.
Yeah, it's not a good time for him. He rolled a 1.
4.
Yeah, you can catch him. You want to tackle him?
Can I do it in a less hostile way?
Yeah.
Can I just get around him and like try and like calm him? Like, oh.
Yeah, but you will be a ways away from the boys if that's how you want to do it. Or you can tackle him closer.
I feel like if I tackle him, he's not going to be very receptive.
Both are bad options, yeah.
Yeah, they are. How far are we talking?
It's probably like 20 feet as opposed to 40 feet.
It's golden hour.
Yeah.
It's golden hour, right?
Golden hour.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine. He's
So you get around him?
Yes, for sure.
I think what happens is like you see him looks back as you're chasing after him and looks forward, trips over a corpse, and by the time he stands up, you're standing on the other side of the hallway, like trying to stop him from leaving.
If that's the case, can I actually be helping him up or attempting to help him up?
Sure. I think all that would require is this is sort of a 2-for-1. We need some roll that's like calming him down and getting him back into the situation.
Don't use your left hand, dude.
So you're saying a taunt?
If you can make it a taunt,
I don't think I
I
can.
don't think you can either.
I guess persuasion seems like the most obvious, right?
Yeah. You will be getting a -2 because of his terrible fear of your brother.
That makes sense.
So it's a natural 5 into a 3.
Does he happen to know the wonderful, marvelous tale of Lucky Crown?
If you spend your last betting, he certainly does.
Yeah, fuck yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's
Get
either
rid of
you
that.
Benny for the guarantee or you Benny to reroll.
He'll kill me.
Oh, he speaks English?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, this will be way easier than I thought. Hey, I'll make sure he doesn't hurt you. We need you for my brother. Please, I'm begging you.
The things he did to the colonel. How did he do that?
I'll explain it after.
Is he one of
please.
hers?
Hers? No, definitely not. Nothing like that. We stopped her. Trust me.
What is he?
I don't even know.
He looks back behind him. You said you needed a doctor. What do you need?
I don't know. We can't feel my brother's pulse. I'll have him stand in the other room. How's that sound?
He nods slowly. Fine.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much. Lucky runs ahead.
We cut back to Ellis. Ellis, he's translated your words of they mean you no harm, and the officer, whoever he is, his eyes are just darting over your body, darting over Mondragon with that gun shaking in his hand. He is having no discernible effect. You can make a roll, up like a persuasion roll, if you want to try to talk him down or anything, or we can have Harper do it if you want to step in,
Persuasion?
or something else if you can argue it, but
Let's see
what
here.
you're describing seems like persuasion to me.
Should I flip the switch? No, I shouldn't go into intimidation.
The whole ship shudders underneath you again, stumbles to the right, and stands back up, holding his gun steady.
I'm going to get some massive negatives to my persuasion roll at this point, correct?
Yeah. it's gonna be
Honestly,
bad.
at this point, I think Harper sees Ellis trying to figure out, taking the moment to think about what he's going to say, trying to figure out the situation. And he takes a step forward, kind of raises his left hand, and visibly kind of shows his gun and then puts it into his holster, puts his other hand up.
I'll give you a flat persuasion roll on that.
It's a 4.
He shakily returns his gun to the holster underneath his armpit.
I think Ellis at this point has reached the mask on the ground, bends down, picks it up, catches a blurry reflection of himself on the inside, pauses for a moment, and then kind of slips it on.
Baby, they're shaking in their boots. Isn't there something about that you just love?
Tell him we can explain everything that he wants to know. We just need to get our brother fixed up. That's all.
As he translates, Lucky and the doctor come back into the room.
I think he first goes over to Harper. All right, Harper. He's going to fix him up. I'm going to have to take Ellis out of this room, so it's just going to be you, all right?
Go.
Now, while he's fixing him up, I need you to explain to this man, and he points over to the next guy in command. You need to explain how this is all Tabitha's fault. Okay, buddy? And he kind of looks at Harper knowingly. Can you do that?
Sure, Lucky, I'll lie for you.
Thank you.
It ain't no lie.
And the next shot is just the doctor leaning down, starting to clean off some of the blood on Abel as he sets about God's work. He's got a D8 in this. We never use this roll, but in Savage Worlds, you guys are supposed to roll for friendly NPCs. Would any of you like to make this roll instead of me?
I think you're friendly.
I am friendly. I'll roll a 2. I'll spend a Benny on you.
Oh, thank you.
I got 1 success.
Okay.
Abel, you get 1 wound healed. Rules as written, you return to consciousness once you heal a wound. I'm not sure that's entirely dramatically appropriate, but if you want that to happen, we can certainly have that happen.
I don't think it's dramatically appropriate. Yeah,
I don't think so either. So I think unless anybody wants to do anything, like it's a long, tense 10 minutes. Maybe he translates a few things back and forth between the technician and you. The officer moves around to check his dead friends on the ground. And then finally the doctor kind of like wipes his brow, looks towards you, Harper, and then says a few words in Spanish. And the technician says, he's done all he can. He'll live. But it's not going to be good.
Well, as long as he'll live. Harper kind of sits down on the ground next to Abel, kind of slowly lowering himself.
The doctor stands up and says something in Spanish, and the technician says, can he go?
Yeah, just don't do anything stupid.
He puts on his bag and starts to walk and then jog and then just runs away as soon as he makes it into the corridor.
I think there's a long, quiet shot in this room. It's kind of set over by Thaddeus, who's unconscious in the foreground. And then just over him, you can see Abel laying unconscious on the ground. And then behind him, you can see Harper up against the wall. And he kind of flops his head into his hands and just sits quietly for a moment. And then we cut.
We open with the airship in flight. The early morning, just a few hours after we last left the Crows. It's this very wide shot of not even the sunrise yet, just the faintest of orange and blue on the horizon, camera flying towards the airship, the livable quarters hanging below the large balloon. We fly in one window into the brig of the airship. Enough time has passed that you have gotten Abel and Thaddeus, who are still unconscious, separated them into different cells. I think there's only 3. You've made one cell in between them to separate them. They've both been unconscious this whole time. They're in bed as bandaged as they can be. Does everyone want to add like one feature to this brig? I'm imagining one wall that's all windows, and just for effect, the sun can be slowly rising over the course of the scene, through these big bay windows, and maybe a big desk.
I think there's a painting of some military official back behind the desk. It's like looks really intricate and well done.
I think maybe there's also a couple mice running around underneath the
I
beds,
like that.
and they
Yeah.
kind of crawling between the cells and stuff like that.
As it zooms in, it flies past the commander, the acting captain of the airship. It flies past him and then goes down on the floor, and we see a cute little mice just nibbling on a little piece of rice. Yeah.
What's so
Ellis,
cute?
what do you
They're
got?
so cute.
Well, that was kind of contradictory what I was going to say.
Oh, what are you going to say?
No, fuck what
I
I
can come
said.
up with something else.
No, what were you gonna say?
No, the mouse thing. I was gonna say, like, contrary to like what you would normally picture with like an old western, like prison or something.
Yeah.
With like a dusty, like maybe wood or dirt floor even. It looks almost like something from like a sci-fi movie or something. Like
Ooh.
metal,
All steel.
everything steel, really well lit.
Electric
by
lights, yeah.
ghost rock lights, and just like a chrome everywhere, metallic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all super
this
cool.
is-
But also,
All right,
there's
get
mice.
rid of the mice. Get rid of
No,
the mice.
no, they can
then.
also be there.
Yeah, there could be a
Can we do the
mice.
mice in that?
There could
There's
be a
mice in
mouse.
it. It
It's
looks
hiding in
cool.
the shadows underneath the bed.
Mice get in everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Get in everywhere.
That's what I imagined, because I was like, the doors are open
Yeah.
always.
But I think the lights are kind of flickering because of the damage to the ship.
The commander is speaking in Spanish. He's regained his composure and is standing almost at attention as he talks through his interpreter. Everything seems to be fine. No, that's not true.
Everything's actually great. Good job. You somehow fixed the ship that's had many problems.
The ship is still flying, but we can't take it off full power. We're going to need to constantly maintain and monitor the levels to make sure that the engine doesn't explode like the colonel intended. Furthermore, we're not going to be able to shut off the engines without overloading them. He looks over at the acting captain, kind of exchanges a few words, and then turns back to the three conscious crow boys. The rudder is gone. We can't turn it all. We're headed roughly east. We don't have a navigator on board. The ship is at your command. As long as you're going to hold up your end of the promise that we all can make it off here alive. And he kind of gulps, not sure how y'all are going to take that.
Fine.
Do we even know where the hell we're going, boys?
Absolutely not. I think we need to get off of here as soon as we possibly can, but...
Is landing an option?
He translates. We can put it down, but we're not going to be able to slow our speed.
What does that mean?
It means we're gonna crash, Ellis.
He gulps.
Have you done any sort of training with this type of situation before?
He shakes his head vigorously.
What kind of damage are we talking about if this thing crashes out of the sky?
He translates. The captain just shrugs.
Well, that's not very reassuring.
Looks like Mondragon might get his wish anyway.
Is parachute a common phrase
No,
back
I don't
then?
think so.
Probably not, right?
No,
That wasn't even invented until World War II, right?
Perhaps you asked some variation of that question, Lucky, and anyone that could abandon ship with any escape devices have already done that. They've all been used up.
So with all your expertise, gentlemen, what is your current plan of action for returning safely to the ground?
The captain says a few words, does that thing where you hug yourself, and then the man translates, hold on tight.
Hey, either of you guys got some water on you? I gotta try and wake Thaddeus up here.
I'm going to wake him up.
Do you need anything else?
I need reassurance that this was done by Tabitha.
The technician looks confused.
I need you to say in your reports that all this was done by Tabitha.
Your operations here were ordered by Tabitha Raines, right?
Exchanges some glances.
The kidnappings, the experiments.
Let's make a roll, y'all. Let's make a roll. I think either way, I don't think you're going to be able to tell the result of this roll.
I almost feel like you should
Is
do
it
an intimidation.
It seems like intimidation.
I think you should
yeah.
do an intimidation,
I'm
man.
good at that kind of.
You'll get a +2, Ellis, because they both failed their previous fear rolls against you.
Oh, I already have a +2 from being harrowed.
Well, then it's a +4.
I
Yep.
like
Sick.
that.
So
That's a
just
good
don't roll.
All I gotta do is not roll a critical failure, huh?
Yep.
Pretty good.
You didn't.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. They are very intimidated.
Yeah.
13.
Even before he's finished translating. See.
And those girls will be all right back there, right?
See.
You're out of your fucking mind if you think they're gonna be all right, Lucky.
Shut the fuck up, Harper. We're doing stuff right now.
Technician motions towards the door, and they're both gonna leave, scared.
As soon as they leave, Harper slams the door and then turns and stares at Lucky. You killed everybody on that fucking island.
Jesus Christ, Harper. You want to do this right now?
You're
right now?
goddamn right I want to do this right now.
We can go back, Harper. Just focus on the task.
We can't go back.
After all this is done, we'll go back.
They ain't gonna live that long, Ellis. You fucking know it.
Jesus Christ, Harp. What would you have done? Would you really have wanted 20 extra girls on here? However many they were going to give us?
Mondragon lost his mind, Harper.
Wake up, buddy. Come on.
He was gonna blow the whole ship up.
Fucking son of a bitch. They would have had a fucking shot.
No, they wouldn't have.
They're
They would have
gonna
been in the
fucking die
exact
down there.
shitty situation that we're in right now, because guess what? We don't have a way off. I tried my best.
You didn't fucking try.
You're a little kid. That's what you are, Harp.
Harper hits Lucky.
I think we deal initiative.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Do you want to get Delta and Ellis?
No, Ellis is sitting on the bed next to Thaddeus, just watching this whole thing unfold, and kind of gently tapping at his cheeks, trying to get him to wake up.
All right, I'll let you pick your cards. Pick your poison.
5.
6.
Ooh.
Punch
Harper
me.
first.
All right, do your
Holy
worst, buddy.
shit.
Bring it
That's
on.
an 8.
So just a hit.
How much damage does your arm do?
It's a D12. It's only a 6.
What's your toughness?
6.
Shaken.
Describe your punch.
So as soon as Lucky stands up straighter and says, "You're a fucking kid, Harper," he just swings with that wild left hand, and I think it catches you like square on the side of your head. He didn't put everything he had into it, but it was definitely enough that there's kind of a sickening crack as that steel hits your face, and he gets up in your face.
I think Lucky just kind of takes it on the chin, and then he's going to slowly turn and look at you like, what the fuck did you just do? And he's going to try and slug you back. 5?
My parry's 5.
So you roll your strength as damage.
Y'all had an arm wrestling competition not too long ago, yeah?
Round 2. You roll a d12. You roll a d4. You blew it up. You blew it up.
Oh my gosh, she's about to knock
He
you
does
out.
have to roll to be unshaken,
Oh, you're right. Okay.
9.
but that would be a hit with a raise.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, roll to become unshaken. Unshaken. So you do a level of fatigue to Harper, yeah? Unless you want to soak it?
I do want to soak it, actually. I got all these bennies.
Describe how brutal this punch is, though.
He just kind of looks him square in the eyes, and you just get a quick uppercut coming. So it's just your jaws clenching as your teeth kind of grit themselves.
Whoa, easy there, Lucky.
His dad was a boxer. That's a soak.
Let's deal it again.
You want to keep doing this, pal?
I don't think Harper says a goddamn thing.
Okay, I'm just going to deal you. Harper, Jack of
Oh, no.
spades. Ace of spades for Lucky.
Hell yeah.
Lucky's just going to roll a taunt. No more fighting. Yet.
This is opposed by spirit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, 3. Oh.
9.
Come on, Harper. What else you got, man?
What else I got? I'm gonna fucking swing at him again.
That's a miss.
So as your left mechanical arm comes swinging in, I kind of smoothly dodge to the right.
And then we're going to deal again. Harper, Jack of spades again, and Queen of spades for Lucky. Edging him out twice.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think Harper lets out a deep growl and just kind of starts swinging wildly. I think he's losing it right now.
Can I say?
I don't think Lucky is going to fight anymore. I think he's going to literally just put his hands down. No, I'm not doing this shit. Not right now. Do your worst, man.
If he just stands there, I think Harper grabs him by his shirt and kind of like spins and like throws him into the wall.
Do you want to try to roll, or are you both good with the result of you getting thrown into the wall?
I'm very good with that.
It is a hollow, echoing sound, like hitting a piece of steel sheeting or something, you know, and your wind is taken out of you, Lucky, as you're slammed into the wall and then fall down on the ground, Harper breathing heavily above you.
God damn it, Lucky! You promised me that we were gonna save them! You told me that we were gonna fucking save them!
And I think he starts wailing on the wall above you with that steel arm.
You too fucking selfish!
You know, there was a time, Harp, when you would have actually followed what you believed in. And that's what I'm doing exactly right now. I was trying to save those girls. And you know what? I think I gave them the best fucking chance they'll ever get.
They're all gonna die down there, Lucky.
You don't know that.
There ain't a single person who wants to keep them alive.
We just had Ellis intimidate the shit out of these guys. They're not going to do anything that we don't want them to.
Lucky,
They're
these little
scared to
piss
death
ants
of
ain't
us.
going back. Everybody on that fucking island is dead. There ain't a single way to get off it. We took the only way out. They ain't got the food. They're gonna try to save their own damn selves, Lucky.
You're fucking lucky you're mourning right now, pal. Otherwise, I wouldn't take this shit.
Fuck you, Lucky. I had a fucking chance to do something good here. I fucking made a...
You can see that left arm is starting to kind of stall out, and the steam that had been coming out of it as he was swinging those punches kind of sputters to a halt, and it seizes up and just kind of stops moving.
What's different from you and her, huh? You just sacrificed 20 lives to save your own goddamn pride.
You don't mean that.
We did do something good here, Harper.
What?
We killed Tabitha Raines. Not to mention, we took out Mondragon, too. I know it seemed like a lot, but think about how many she might have taken otherwise. Listen, Harper, we're at war right now. I've said it before, I'll say it again. And we just took out 2 lieutenants of the enemy army. Between her and Mondragon, they caused more death and suffering and fear than any of us, all of us combined. And now she can never do that again.
It's fucking bullshit. All this is fucking bullshit. 20 innocent lives. What part of that don't you understand? Look me in the fucking eye, Ellis.
What part of what I'm saying don't you understand, Harper?
We could have had 20 fucking people
You're
here.
seeing the now, you're not seeing the future.
I made a goddamn promise!
Harper reaches down and pulls out his pistol and just holds it in his hand, shaking.
What are you doing, Harp?
Shut the fuck up.
Lucky's slowly walking towards Harper with his hands up. I know you're mad.
Mad?
You think Grace would have wanted all this?
Harper cocks that pistol and points it into Lucky's chest.
You ain't got no fucking right to talk about Grace.
She was my friend too, as the barrel digs deep into Lucky's chest as he walks into it. Hey, I tried,
You did what you wanted to do. You made the fucking decision.
because no one else would have.
We would have had those people on this fucking ship.
Look around you, buddy. How the fuck are we gonna get off? You think we could have gotten all of them off?
I don't know, but they would have had a fucking shot.
They still have a shot. They're still there. They're still alive right now.
They're fucking done.
There's no one there to hurt them anymore.
They're surrounded by Tabitha's fucking pets, Lucky.
And you can see that he has tears streaming out of his eye.
Ellis makes his way into the cell, holding a half-empty bottle of whiskey in his hand. Harper, there's more Tabithas out there. There's more Mondragons out there in the world. Why don't you save all that energy for them?
I don't care about them, Ellis. I cared about these fucking people that I was gonna fucking save.
What are you talking about?
This was it.
And then I think Harper points the pistol down into his own chin.
This was our fucking chance to save some fucking people.
Hand shaking, eye closed.
You don't want to do this, Harp. I did this, remember. He puts his hands around the gun and he points it back into his chest if he'll allow him. I fucked up. Not you. You didn't do anything wrong. Those 20 lives, they're not on you, buddy. They're on me. I'm gonna live with that. And I'm gonna try everything I can do, I swear to you, to make that up. I know you don't believe me when I say this, but I'm gonna try. Okay? Just put down the gun.
The next shot is on the bottle of liquor, close up in Ellis's hand, almost hyper-realistic, focused in on the liquid gently sloshing as the airship rumbles and as Ellis gently moves, and we hear a single gunshot. And then it cuts over to Harper, who has pointed the gun towards the wall, fired off a shot, and dropped the gun to the ground.
Lucky immediately, with his foot, kicks the gun away as far as possible into a corner, and then just grabs Harper and hugs him as hard as he possibly can.
Thank you for listening to Sounds Like Crows. I'm Caleb Sunstead, and you can find me on Twitter at MarshallCaleb. Thaddeus Crow is played by Marshall Sims at Mr. Malicious1 on Twitter. You can find him, me, Cameron Reed, and Alex on our other podcast, Omen's Call. Abel Crow was played by Isaac Sunstead at Abel the Crow on Twitter. Ellis Crow is played by Alex Horrell, who you can find on Twitter at Alex Horrell. Luciano Lucky Crow was played by Cameron Day, who you can find on our patron Discord server, The Crow's Nest. Harper Daisy Crow was played by Cameron Reed, who's on Twitter at CJReed211. You can follow the show on Twitter at Sounds of Crows, or find our contact information at soundslikecrows.com. And please tweet at us at Sounds of Crows with the hashtag LuckyPlease. Hashtag LuckyPlease. See you next Monday.
I just want to say thank you guys so much for putting up with that. I know that was fucking...
I mean, it's come to be expected from Harper, so it doesn't really faze us.
Dear Lucky, I'm sure you don't remember me, seeing as you left town shortly after you took up instructing me, but I remember you, sir. A lot has changed in the months since you've been gone. The town marshal's been getting worse, has been drinking and holding himself up in his office, not even helping folks who need help. Me and a few of the other fellas have been going on patrols, trying to help the town the best we can. We lost Jimmy Gibbs the other day when escorting the mine payroll. Snake bit his horse, causing him to buck, and he fell back onto a scorpion. Anyway, this letter's getting a bit long, but I hope you come back to town soon. It's not the same without you. Sad, Phineas J. Hinkenbottom.
Who the fuck is Phineas J. Hinkenbottom?
One of your students, it sounds like.
It sounds like he's from a town. Like
Students?
it seems like he's from... What town you from? You from Goldbrook?
Silvertree.
Well, it seems like he's from Silvertree. You don't remember either Phineas or Jimmy Gibbs?
I mean, I remember Jimmy Gibbs. He
I
was,
remember scorpions being around.
Lots of scorpions.
Yeah, it's mighty
out there.
unfortunate
A
about that.
lot of
whole
scorpions.
cracking his head open thing else.
Weren't Jimmy
Yeah.
Gibbs that one kid that would always cry when we got into stick fights?
Stick fights? Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
remember something along those lines.
Now, what's a stick fight?
Oh, it's where you and your friend, you both get
sticks and then you fight each other with your sticks.
Yeah.
By a stick, I assume you mean your penis.
No, like a sword, Abel. Come
Well,
on.
I mean, that's
all the
you
same
can
thing,
do that
actually,
too, but
but-
that's called sword fighting.
Yeah, but Abel was right.
Yeah.
Different strokes for different folks.
They said something about the marshal hiding up in his fucking house.
Yeah, he's been drinking and holding himself up in his office.
Well, he shouldn't be marshal no more. He told me he was going to step down before we left.
Well, he didn't. Looks like.
I'm going to go back to Silver. I'm going to
No,
kick
we
his
can't
ass.
go back to Silver Tree.
I'm going to kick his fucking ass.
I don't like this guy messing with the canon storyline.
That's what I'm saying. We got to set this fucking timeline straight,
right.
Bucky.
All right.
We got to do
You know what,
right
Harp?
what
I'm
was
in.
done wrong.
That's what I thought you'd say. We'll go back there. We'll beat his ass. We'll get somebody else in the
let's
marshal's
get my
office.
friend's leg Macintosh, because I hear he's got an ability that could come in handy.
Do not bring legs in on this.
Just for
Well,
one
why
kick.
not, Ellis?
He just needs to do
He does owe us one, Ellis.
Listen, just
one
leave Silver
kick.
Tree out of this, all right? Everywhere we go, we bring death and destruction.
That's the point.
Let's
We gotta-
keep Silver
This time
Tree
we're
on the
doing it on
map,
purpose,
all right?
Ellis. This time we know exactly what we're doing. We're going in, taking out the marshal.
You bring legs, it could change the whole timeline.
No,
All we
Yeah,
need him to do is
maybe
kick
that's what we
one man out of existence.
Honestly, I'm a little
Hey, come
disappointed.
on.
I figured, Ellis, between you
I'm
and
not
me, we
part of
could hold
this.
him down.
I want to see
I'm
what
not
he can
part of
really
this.
do. I want to see what he can really do.
You're not going to be able to find him.
Ellis.
He can find you. You can't find him. He's
No,
got
but-
powerful divination magic in those legs.
We can call for him, though, through our dreams.
We need lots of components for that ritual, Harper. We're not getting into this.
Like a seance